Hi there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. These are my most worn fragrances. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. I don't chat about fragrance a lot here on the channel. I tend to do an updated perfume collection every single year in January, because then I just want to show you some new things. But in recent years, I haven't been buying as many things. I have mainly been wearing and enjoying what I have in the past year and a half or so. So I thought that rather than tell you about new stuff, that I could also come on here a little bit more often and talk about what fragrances I've really been enjoying. And now that I have a couple of those new things in, like, what am I actually wearing? Which fragrances do I reach for the most? When it comes to fragrance, I'm definitely a mood wearer and a season wearer. Whereas with makeup, I just tend to wear whatever floats my boat. With fragrance, it definitely has to go with how I feel that day, and how I feel usually coincides with what the season is like. So I have a couple of the more like fall wintry type of scents that I like to wear, and there are the more fresh spring summer sort of scents that I like to wear from time to time. So these are the ones that have the biggest dents, and there are 7 of them. So let's get started. I think the fragrance I've worn the most out of all of these is the Jo Malone English Oak and Hazelnut. This is what the bottle looks like, and if I tilt it to the side, you can see exactly how much I've used up. It's about, like, it's not that much far down, even though I've had this for some time. I feel like I just don't spray that often. I only spray it once a day, and I do a spray here, and I do like a spray here, and I do a spray on each side of my neck, and once underneath my hair in the back. And that's all I do, and that's how I wear fragrance. I don't like it if I wear too much, because then I feel I can no longer smell other things around me. So I like to smell nice, but I don't want it to be overpowering, you could say. So my English Oak and Hazelnut, I used to be a stan for Jo Malone fragrances, and I bought a couple of things, but then I bought this, and it became my holy grail. Like, if this runs out, and they still do it, I'm probably going to repurchase it because I love it so much. But given for how long I've had it and how much I've only like made a dent in it, I do feel I can wear this for a long time, and I can wear it for years before I ever need to replace it. Simply because I'm not that much of like an overwhelming perfume wearer anyways. And this is easy, it's very light and refreshing. I'll put the notes up on the screen as I'm talking about these. I never know that from the top of my head, but I did screen grab all of the fragrance notes for every single fragrance I own from Fragrantica one day. So I still have that in a folder somewhere. So I'll make sure to pop that up on the screen. But yeah, this is fresh. It's clean smelling, yet it has warmth to it as well. That's sort of like the woodsy vibe that this has, which I really enjoy. It's sort of like if you're walking through a forest after it has just rained. That's what this reminds me of, and that's why I really enjoy it, because it's a really good one, and I like the freshness this has, so it's more of like a spring summer fragrance for me. But this is sort of like my everyday go-to. If I don't know what to wear, I will just reach for this, and it's always a good one. What I'm wearing a lot now that we have nicer weather is this guy. This is the Prada Infusion de Cèdre, and this is the Iris one, I believe. It doesn't really say what the name of the fragrance is, but it was like Iris de Cèdre, whatever. Like, they have this whole like cedar based fragrance line. They are a little bit more expensive. It's like the niche version of Prada, I feel. These aren't available in all stores, is from what I could tell. I think I got mine from Notino because that's where it was cheapest. And this, it has this like balmy, balsamy kind of fragrance to it, which is, I think, why I like it so much in like the spring, summertime, because it's not heavy at all. And it has this really beautiful, soft powderiness to it, which I think can be the iris. I tend to feel like whenever I have iris in a fragrance, it has this powdery scent as well. So this just, it's like fresh, clean, and that's why I like this a lot, I think. Like, when I get a little sweatier, I tend to reach for fragrances that give off a stronger, fresh feel. I don't know why, but this one I really like. I believe it's unisex, actually. And if you want to know, again, this is quite a big bottle. It doesn't say how much this has. I think it's on the clear sticker here on the bottom. But I think it's actually like 75 ml or 100 ml as well. and this is how much I've used up. This one I've had for a shorter period of time than the Jo Malone, but it's something I can reach for on a day-to-day basis, just as an easy daytime perfume for sure. You'll see that a lot of my more niche fragrances that I like to wear more so for nighttime or going out aren't in here because those are special to me. So I want to keep them for special occasions so that when I smell them, I think of special occasions, and these are sort of like the things I wear in my day-to-day life. Another sort of spring, summer, but definitely more of a summer fragrance for me is Un Jardin sur le Nil by Hermès. And this, I believe, has like this, I believe it's like inspired by like fruit trees besides the Nile, something like that. Again, I'll pop the fragrance notes up on the screen. This is sweet, but fresh at the same time. It smells almost a little salty, I get from it, even though the Nile is a river, so that's probably not salty air at all. But this is sort of like beachy. There's like a citrusy sharpness to it that I really enjoy. This is what I'm actually wearing on my skin today because it's sort of like around like the end of June, height of summer, I start to wear this. This is also a fragrance that's quite lightweight because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't say here anywhere, but this isn't eau de parfum, it's eau de toilette, I believe. So it's got a longer, like it's just fresher for that reason as well, because it just evaporates a little bit more quickly. And you might think that that's not a good trade for a fragrance, but I actually really enjoy that with this one, because again, in the spring summer season, I don't want things to smell heavy or overly done. And this is one that, again, you can see how much I've used it. The spritzer on this is faulty though, so I feel I use more than if the spritzer did work, but I feel like I may just have to press it down harder, and then it actually has a nice mist to it. And yeah, this is just a beautiful fragrance. I really enjoy it. This was pricey though, like for how simple this looks and smells, it's actually quite pricey. And then the final sort of fresher thing, because since I'm posting this video in the summertime, I wanted to focus it mainly on things I like to wear now. But this was a complete surprise to me, and you'll find there's another fragrance in a second that I have the same feeling with. And it's Matcha Meditation from Maison Margiela. And this, I don't know why, but it's not one of the fragrances that, if you hear people talk about Maison Margiela replica fragrances, this is not one that's often cited as people's favorite, right? But it's been my favorite. It's been the one that I really enjoy the most, because I just think this is such a good thing. It's fresh. It's based on matcha, so it's green tea. And I just really like this. This is so refreshing, and again, super easy to wear for the day-to-day. It's never going to be overpowering or overwhelming other people, and you just smell nice and fresh and a little bit clean, which is why I like about this one as well. So I just have the 50 ml size, but given I've used this quite a bit already, this may have to be a repurchase in the future and then buy the bigger bottle. And then I have a couple of like fall, winter sort of fragrances, and one of them that, as you can see, this is like a third of the way done. It's not the biggest bottle you can get, of course, but this is Twilly by Hermès as well. Twilly au Poivree. And this is so really nice. I like the little head guy as well. Ooh, I smell this now. I'm like, ooh, I don't want to wear this right now. But in the fall winter season, this is my go-to day-to-day fragrance. It's warm, it's spicy, it's like a big cashmere sweater, and you just want to give it a hug. That's what this is. So that's why I really enjoy this one. So this, again, I have my reasons for wearing, and I smell it, and it smells really good. It has a level of sweetness to it because of the spiciness. But yeah, I love peppery notes in my fragrance as well, so that's why this is definitely a go-to that I really enjoy. Then this one, I know you can no longer buy. It was discontinued. But this is Stella by Stella McCartney. This is the rose fragrance. Again, you can see I've used this quite a bit. It's about a third of the way gone as well. Again, I've had this one for quite some time, and I didn't love this at first. At first, I really didn't enjoy this because I'm not a floral person when it comes to fragrance. I used to love florals in my 20s, but then as I got older, it became a bit of a old lady scent. But this rose fragrance, there's just something about it. It's also when I smell it by itself, I get too much of the rose, but it's when it's on my skin that it has this freshness and softness, and it's like peony, soft petals sort of thing, and it's just like a little dog you want to pet, you know? So I do get really nice, pleasant associations with it, and it's a really nice one. I wear this to work a lot in the fall season. And finally, again, a small bottle because I wasn't sure how much I was gonna like it, but this has been one of those surprise fragrances as well. Like the Matcha Meditation, I sort of bought this on a whim. It's about a third of the way done. Again, this is the 30 ml bottle. It's like right past the sticker, by Zadig and Voltaire, and this is for her. And this is, again, not something I want to wear now, but again, more so in the fall winter season when I want something warm and comforting. I thought I was really going to like more gourmand vanilla sort of fragrances, but those I find usually too sweet. And this has a milky note to it. It has this lactic sort of creaminess to it. So I found out that I prefer to smell like nutty whipped cream sort of fragrances than like cake batter, you could say. So this has been one of those revelations for me. And when this one runs out, again, I'm going to buy a bigger bottle because this I cannot not have in my life. And I don't even remember how I came to buying this because it's not something I gravitate towards naturally. But for a while there, I was really like experimenting with what I like to smell like and what smells I like on myself. So I was looking for recommendations left, right, and center, and I was like digging through notes of some of my favorite fragrances on Fragrantica, and then found a lot of things that Fragrantica said, like, this is similar. If you like this, you might like that. And I think I found this one that way. But it's that milky creaminess that it has that really sets this apart. Yet there is also this sharp note in it. Yeah, it's spicy yet creamy at the same time. So this is a good one as well. There's only 7 that I feel you can really see how much I've used them because I have a lot of fragrance. Like I said, a couple of years ago, I really went down the rabbit hole of like trying all these new fragrances. But these are the ones I just reach for all the time. I have so many other fragrances that are so good. But in my day-to-day life, if I'm getting ready in the morning, these are the 7, given the different seasons, that I reach for on the daily, that I just want to wear continuously, that I always get compliments on when I wear them, but that never really overpower anything I do. I teach, in case you don't know, so I don't want to smell like a cupcake all the time. I really don't. So these will make me feel good and confident, and I just love all of these. So therefore, I wanted to share these 7 fragrances for you today. Let me know in a comment down below. Do you want me to talk about fragrance more often? Because I could certainly do that. I could also show you the 7 fragrances I should wear more often that I know I love, but that I don't wear enough for whatever reason. I could talk about that too. So let me know in a comment down below what it is you want me to do. Do you want me to feature fragrances more often? Yes or no? Let a girl know, and then I would like to ask you to stay tuned for my next video. Thumbs up this one in the meantime. That will greatly help out the channel. And then I really hope you'd like to stay tuned for more, and then I hope to see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.